program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. Music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. I guess it's true that men as well as women like to walk into a kitchen that has bright colors, fresh curtains, and a gleaming linoleum. Well, as far as the linoleum is concerned, Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat will take care of the job for you. And take care of it far better than ever before. Yes, better than ever before because there's a new glow in Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat. A brighter luster that shows clearly on every surface that Glow Coat touches. Best part of all is you get that new glow without doing a bit of polishing yourself. You just apply Glow Coat to the kitchen linoleum and forget about it. It shines itself as it dries. Produces its own sparkling luster without any help from you. Of course, new Glow Coat protects your linoleum as it always has. And, as always, makes your linoleum easy to keep clean. Why not try Johnson's Glow Coat tomorrow? When you see it bring a new, brighter beauty to your linoleum, you'll know what we mean when we say there's a new glow in Glow Coat. Glocoat. As we arrive at 79 Wistful Vista today, we find a picture of perfect health. And the question naturally arises, where shall we hang him? As we join Fibber McGee and Molly.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
McGee, for goodness sakes, what are you doing?
I'm just working off some excess energy, Molly. I got so much vim and vigor, I got to get rid of it some way.
Well, there's a rowing machine under your bed that Mr. Wilcox gave you last Christmas. Why don't you use that?
I can't. Every time I try to use that thing, I get my head caught in the bed springs. That's the unhandiest
thing. Why don't you take it out from under the bed?
Oh, gosh, I never thought of that. Hey, run and get your hat and let's go for a good long walk, huh? Out past the dairy once, around Dugan's Lake, back through the stone quarry, take a long cut past the brewery.
A long cut?
Yeah, no shortcuts for me today, baby. I'm too full of energy.
Look, sweetheart, I've always prided myself on being able to take things as they come.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't come, I go out looking for them. But I never look for anything like this. What gave you all this vitality?
Brace yourself, kiddo. Brace yourself. I, my dear girl, have give up smoking.
You've given up smoking? Since when?
Since I took my last puff on my last cigar this morning and quit. Forever. Maybe even longer.
Mm-hmm.
You are now looking at a non-smoker, Tootsie. Any type guy that ain't got the willpower to lick a bad habit that's got as strong a hold on him as I got onto this one ain't the type guy I am. I've quit. For good.
Good.
You see that cigar stub there? Feel it. It's stone cold dead in the ashtray.
Well, if you're not going to cremate it, I'll bury it. After all, a dead cigar lying around is not exactly...
Oh, no. Don't touch it. Leave it lay. That stub is a reminder of the battle I've won, kiddo. I fought it and I beat it.
Yes, it looks beat all right.
Yes, sir. This is the greatest thing I ever done in my life. I can just feel the good, clean, healthy vitality rushing through my veins.
You sure it isn't just blood?
Oh, sir. This is sheer boundless energy. This is the way every healthy person ought to feel all the time if they weren't slaves to tobacco. From now on, I stay so far away from cigars, I ain't even going to take you to see that picture at the Bijou tonight.
What is it?
Rope. I'm telling you, kiddo, I ain't had this much pep in years. And if I feel this good this quick, how'll I feel in 6 months?
Let's not borrow trouble.
Boy, do I feel great. I'll bet within 2 weeks I can throw out my chest so far I'll have to send a boy after it. On a bicycle. Why, the way I feel now...
Oh, do come in. Oh, it's Mr. Wimple, McGee. Hello, Mr. Wimple.
Hi, Wimp, old man, old kid, old boy. Hey, run on home and get into some old clothes and let's have a scrimmage in the backyard. Molly will lend you the shin guard she used to wear when I took her dancing. We'll have a couple of hours of good, clean exercise. What do you say, kiddo?
Hello, folks.
up here has just joined Ashtrays Anonymous, Mr. Wimple. He has given up smoking.
And if you're smart, you'll follow my example, Wimp. Takes a lot of willpower, but it's worth it. Since I quit cigars, I feel like a new man. My hand is steadier. I got more muscle tone. My ears have quit ringing. And if I can do it, Wimp, you can do it. Come on, boy. Join up.
Oh, I just couldn't do it, Mr. McGee.
Why, of course you can, Mr. Wimple. Anybody can if they really want to.
Not me.
Why not?
I don't smoke.
Didn't you ever smoke, Mr. Wimple?
Well, I had a pipe once, Mrs. McGee.
I love to see a man smoke a pipe.
Oh, I didn't smoke it. I blew bubbles with it. I remember one time...
Well, when a man has smoked as long as I have, Wimp, it takes a lot of character to break the habit. But you know me. I got more will than a dying millionaire.
Yes, I know. Sweetie Face.
You mean?
Yes, my big old wife has been trying to break me of one of my habits for years and years.
What habit, Mr. Wimple?
Breathing.
What's Sweetie Face doing these days, Wimp?
Well, she isn't going out much these days. She's staying pretty much around home. She really looks rather sweet sitting there working on those tiny garments.
Tiny garments. Oh, why, Mr. Wimple, how wonderful. When is the happy event?
Well, she goes on the road with it in February.
On the road? With what, Wimp?
Her flea circus. Bye, folks.
So long.
Billy Mills, the orchestra, and you call everybody, darling.
Gosh, that piano's heavy. I don't know why they have to build something out of 2 tons of hardwood and fill it full of steel wires and brace it with cast iron just so some 50-pound kid can play the Dance of the Pixies. Well, guess I'll move it back again. Boy, that takes power. The word I left out a while ago. That sure uses the old biceps. Another 3 weeks of this, and I'll have built myself up enough to enter one of them Mr. America contests. With a physique like a gunny sack full of cantaloupes. I'm so full of health right now.
Steve, what on earth have you been doing in here?
Huh?
Sounded like you'd been moving the piano back and forth if I didn't know better.
You don't know better, baby. That's exactly what I was doing. Just for exercise. And look at me. Not even breathing hard. That's the result of not smoking.
I know. I'm sorry I don't smoke, so I could give it up and feel as good as you do. By the way...
Yes, my dear?
Now that you have renounced nicotine, can Mother give this dead cigar butt the old heave-ho? It adds nothing to either the fragrance or the decor of our little love nest.
Oh, no. Don't throw that out. That's my reminder. I got to have something in here I can look at and resist. You won't do. I can't resist you.
You're sweet.
Well, I'm telling you, Tootsie, you don't know what not smoking does for a guy. Only one cigar today, and since I quit, I breathe deeper. I see better. I hear better. I smell better.
Saved by the bell from a rude retort. You see who it is, dearie. I've got to get back to the kitchen and see how my business...
Okay, kiddo. Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hello there, son. Come right in. You're just in time to congratulate me. I just broke myself of a bad habit.
Oh, gee, that's wonderful, mister. Congratulations.
Well, thanks.
Which bad habit was it? Exaggerating or eating too much or...
Smoking.
I
quit smoking today, and I feel terrific. Hey, does your father smoke, Teeny? Because...
Sure, he always smokes every Christmas. About 10 of them.
10 what, cigars?
Hams.
Oh.
He smokes hams for all his friends.
No kidding. Well, say, tell him he can put me and Mrs. McGee on his list this year, huh?
Oh, no, mister, no. He already talked about that.
He did?
Sure. He says bringing the ham to this house would be like carrying coal to John L. Lewis. What does that mean, mister?
That means that your father... Oh, skip it. Hey, is that one of your school books you got there, sis?
Oh, sure. It's all about mythology. We got mythology in the 3rd grade this year.
Mythology, eh?
Mythology.
We had Miss Fiditch when I was in the 3rd grade. She was a tall, freckle-faced woman with a...
No, Mr. McGee, no. This is Greek mythology.
Oh, that mythology. Yeah.
Pluto and Hermes and Venus and Mercury and Ulysses and stuff.
And Atlas, huh?
Atlas? Oh, you mean the giant that's always standing there with the whole world on his shoulders?
That's the guy. Remember him?
Sure, but I don't understand about him, though, I betcha.
What do you mean you don't understand about him? He's just standing there with the whole world on his shoulders.
Then what's he standing on? You explain that to me sometime, mister. So long.
Never thought of that. I wonder what he was standing on. Oh, my gosh, I know. He probably just gave up smoking and was walking on air. Like I am. Boy, oh, boy, I'm so full of health and energy. Hey, Molly, when do we eat?
Very shortly now, dearie. I have some biscuits in the oven, and they'll be...
Well, with the energy and vitality I got now, kiddo, I'm going to need a lot of fuel. Look at this chest expansion.
Oh. Well, I hope your lungs know how to handle all that fresh air. Up till now, they've only had cigar smoke to work with.
Yeah. Imagine what a fool I've been all this time. I'll never smoke another stogie as long as I...
Oh, Molly, hiya, pal. Hey, my brother's wife just had a new baby last night. I'm an uncle.
Oh.
Have a cigar. Go on, take it. I've got a whole box of them to give out. Oh, you think it's loaded or something, huh? Well, watch, I'll smoke one myself. And when you get a whiff of that mellow fragrance, that deep-down, satisfying sweetness of pure Havana...
Heavenly days, we must have a new sponsor. And Johnson's wax was so satisfactory.
Look, Uncle, if you want to undermine your health, waste your money, and burn holes in your vest, that's your own business. But don't try to get me back on that habit. I'm through.
You mean you've quit smoking?
He's had just one cigar today, Mr. Wilcox, and he's been very smug about it. If he could give up smirking as easily as he did smoking.
No kidding, Junior. You ought to give it a whirl, Junior. You got no idea how much better you'll feel. Well, my gosh, I only had one cigar today, and since I quit, I'm full of vim and vitality. I got a new outlook. I got a new vigor. I got a new glow.
Yeah, but the new glow you've got, pal, is strictly for you alone.
Huh?
But the new glow in Glow Coats is for every housewife who takes pride in a sparkling, happy-looking home. Your glow is from taking something away, but Glow Coats' new glow is from something added. A new glow that gives kitchen linoleum a brighter polish than ever before. An easy-to-use linoleum saver that retains its luster.
Yeah, but what that got to do with putting...
You think you've got a new glow? Why, if you could see the new glow on the faces of housewives from New York to New Orleans, from Newfoundland to New Zealand, the new glow they get from the new glow in the new glow coat.
Look, Waxy.
Yes, pal?
What were we discussing before you got off on your favorite topic?
The subject of our conversation was my sister-in-law's baby.
Right.
And you know where I'm going now?
Where, Mr. Wilcox?
I'm going home and change the subject.
I bet he can't do it. Him and his sister-in-law that just had a baby's big fat cigars. What do people think I haven't got any? Willpower?
Well, if you're definitely and positively through with cigars, sweetheart, may I please throw out this old dead one?
No. Leave it there for a while, Snooky. That's my character tester. Every time I look at that bitter old butt, that chomped-up hunk of frayed-out tugboat hawser, that tooth-torn, stomped-on, stale old stub, that nasty, nerve-wrecking nickel's worth of nicotine, I get the... what did I start out to say?
You quit smoking.
Yes, and I'm glad. Glad, I tell you. Glad. Hey, watch me do a double rolling somersault and a twisting backflip over the Davenport.
Oh, no, McGee, please, that's too strenuous.
It is? Well, how'd you like to see a jackknife from the top of the piano?
That I'd like to see.
Okay, hand it here. Right there on top of the music rack. It's the one Doc Gamble lost when I borrowed it to clean a bluegill out of Dugan's Lake in the bluegill.
Oh, dear, more visitors than me that ought to be getting back to the kitchen. But come in.
Well, I'll be... Hi, Latrivia.
Good day, Mr. Mayor. Nice to see you.
Hello, Mrs. McGee. Good day, McGee. I was just...
You may not know it, Latriv, but you're looking at a guy that's give up smoking. Only one cigar today, and then I quit.
Again?
Yep. Quit cold. Wham, just like that. No shilly-shallying, no tapering off, just quit. Takes character, boy, but do I feel good. I'm just busting with energy, and... Hey, Molly, where's my jumping rope?
It's in the hall closet, dearie, but let's not go in.
Well, I hope you can stay with it, McGee. Our new city treasurer, Charlie Peabody, quit last week, and it was really tough.
Peabody? He's the one who was just sworn in, isn't he, Mr. Mayor?
Keep an eye on him, Latriv. I met him in an elevator the other day, and I must say I don't trust a city treasurer who carries a racing form inside of his Wistful Vista Gazette.
Don't you worry about Peabody, McGee. He's doing a fine job. Only been in office a few weeks, and he's a perfect example of the fact that a new broom sweeps clean.
Well, I think that's a very good sign, Mr. Mayor. A man who keeps his office clean will usually keep his politics the same way.
I don't think I quite...
Personally, if I was city treasurer, I'll be darned if I'd sweep out my office, new broom or not new broom. I guess you got janitors down there, haven't you?
Look, McGee, I think you're a little confused. Please understand that I
Listen
merely
to me,
was using...
Latriv. I ain't the type guy that butts in and tells the mayor of a town like this how to run his city hall. I'm strictly the type guy that stands back, lets him get into trouble, and says, I told you so. But when a town of this size is so cheap that it makes the city treasurer sweep out his own office...
He does not sweep out his own office. All I said was...
Oh, you mean he sweeps out yours?
Oh-ho. The guy's an apple polisher, eh? You hear that, Molly?
Yes, and I don't know how he does it. Between sweeping out the mayor's office and polishing apples all day, I don't see how he gets time to do any treasuring, let alone...
I tell you, he does not sweep out my apples. I didn't say he polishes my office.
No.
I merely stated...
Now, my
that he...
goodness, now, don't shout, Mr. Mayor. Let's be calm about this. There's nothing anybody can pin on you just because the treasurer sweeps out your office.
Of course not. And furthermore, a type guy like you, Latriv, that's sharp enough operator to get the city treasurer to sweep out your office and wax your wine saps for you, is the type guy that gets my vote every week in the year.
I don't want your week every year of the vote. And I'm sick of being baited into these argue-stupidments.
What was that again, Your Honor?
Look, when I made the innocent remark that a new clean swoons a brief.
Huh?
A new swoon brings a broom you said I had the city apple polisher treasuring my office.
No, Peabody.
The apple sweeper polishing my Peabody. Dribble apple sweeper. Dribble apple dibble. I never said the office sweeper. You're the one. Oh, let me out of here.
Not that door, Your Honor.
No, that's the house. No!
Help him up, Molly. He's laying on my jump rope.
The King's Men, and it's a most unusual day.
I woke up singing this morning. I got out of the right side of bed. Oh, I woke up singing this morning and wondered just what was ahead. I took one good look at the sun, and was I the luckiest one? It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring, it's a most unusual day. There are people meeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people. There's a feeling of fall in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, then there's just one thing left to say. It's a most unusual day. It may be raining or snowing, hurricaning and blowing. The sun may be sunning or a tidal wave coming. If so, I wouldn't know. 'Cause there are people, hello, greeting people. Hello, there is sunshine everywhere. There are people, lots of people meeting people, and a feeling of fall in the air. La 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 la. It's a most unusual time. I be feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, there is only one thing to say. It's a most emphatically most unusual day.
Call for the doctor. Call for the nurse. Call for the lady with the alligator purse.
McGee! No, the living room is no place to skip rope. You better take it out in the driveway.
Okay, Snooky. Just working off energy. Boy, I got more steam up than Kate Smith's reducing cabinet. I got more snap than a $20 girdle. You know, since I give up cigars...
Dear. Look, sweetheart, why don't you just sit down and rest a while? All this activity is... Heavenly days. What happened to the phone book?
I tore it in two, kiddo. With my bare hand.
My goodness.
Yep, 3 pages at a time. Just testing my power. I never been so full of vim and vigor since the day... Come in.
Oh, hello, Dr. Gamble. I'm glad to see you.
Glad to see you, my dear. Hello, dish face.
Hi, Needlepoint. Come in. I feel so sensational today, I don't mind even seeing you. Sit down and soak up some of the pep and vitality that's oozing out of me like optimism out of the Democrats.
Is that vitality, my boy? I thought your fountain pen was leaking. What are you so disgustingly happy about anyway, bacon head? Did you eat something that agreed with you for a change?
No, sir. I did something today that I should have did long ago, Doctor.
You mean you shot yourself? Well, lie down, take off your shirt.
No, Doctor, of course not, no.
Well, I thought I was being a little too hopeful.
He gave up smoking, Doctor, as of today.
Yep, you are now looking at a non-smoker, Doctor. A man who has freed himself forever from slavery to tobacco. I smoked one cigar today and quit forever. There it is, stone cold dead in the ashtray. My last cigar.
Great. I've seen those cigars you smoke, my boy. And between you and me, every time you lit one, I expected it to be your last.
Oh, he feels wonderful, Doctor. In fact, if he gets any more pep, I'm going to lock him in the garage to protect our little home.
I'm so full of sparkling good health I can't control myself, Doc. All this dynamite bubbling through my veins has got me on edge like a nearsighted roofer. I'm busting with energy. Hey, you know what I'm going to do, Doc?
No, and I'm very happy to say I can't stay to find out. I'm going to visit a little orphan girl today. I want to pick up some candy for her downtown.
Candy for an orphan. Well, isn't that sweet, McGee?
Yeah. That's swell of you, Doc. How old is the kid?
33. I met her at the surgeon's dance last week. We've been seeing a few shows and getting...
I'll get it. I'm so loaded with
I got it. McGee's residence, Gamble speaking. Oh, yes, Mrs. Clatterhatch.
Oh, her again.
How's that, Mrs. Clatterhatch? Your husband?
Tell him to quit smoking, Doc. He'll feel so much better.
He what? Really? How long's he had it? Oh, this is a very rare case, Mrs. Clatterhatch. I'll pick up a specialist friend of mine and be right over. He's just the man for it. Goodbye.
What's the guy got, Doc?
A house for rent. So long, kid.
He moves pretty fast for a guy that smokes. Hey, Molly, you know what I'm going to do?
Well, I'm afraid to even guess.
I'm going to take this wonderful new discovery on the road. Tell the world the way to perfect health. Maybe run slides of me before and after. Hey, we got any slides of me before?
No, and besides, it's a little early in the day.
I don't think, Molly, you're excited enough about this terrific thing I did today. Just think of it, Molly. Think of my willpower. I have only smoked one cigar so far today. Imagine that. Just one cigar.
Yes, and Mother's proud of you.
Yeah.
Now, come on, sit down. Breakfast is ready.
Fibber and Molly will be back in a moment. But first, I'd like to remind you of that new glow in Johnson's self-polishing glow coat. It's a glow that, well, really outglows the old glow. And as a result, when you use new glow coat, your kitchen linoleum will have a higher, brighter polish than ever before. Of course, you know that your linoleum flashes that new glow, that higher, brighter luster, without any rubbing or buffing. Just apply the new glow coat to your linoleum and forget about it. As it dries, it produces its own shine without any help from you. Now, Johnson's Glow Coat protects your linoleum, too. Keeps liquids and dirt from getting through. And it's easy to clean. You can zip dirt off with a damp cloth. So ask your dealer for Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat tomorrow. See your linoleum take on a beautiful waxed luster. A polish that's far brighter and makes your kitchen prettier than ever before.
You know, Molly, since I quit smoking, I'm a new man. By next week, I'll be twice as healthy and 6 times as full of energy. I'm going to... Yeah?
Here, take this quick.
Oh, why, Molly, that's a cigar. A two-bitter.
Yes. Light it quick.
Huh?
There.
Ooh.
Take a drag. Take 2 drags. Get crabby. Get irritable. Get normal. I can't stand this pep.
There's nothing like the stench of a good cigar. Where's my ashtray? Doggone it, just because I quit smoking for a few minutes, do you have to hide all my ashtrays? My gosh, Mom.
Ah, that's my boy.
The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat, Racine, Wisconsin, and Brantford, Canada, bring you Fibber McGee and Molly each week at this time, and Fred Waring on Monday and Wednesday morning. Be with us again next Tuesday night, won't you? Good night.